I want to do for all of you one of the best lesson and very simple for you to upgrade all of your house for the new easy car. Yeah, you can see here, browse of the store. We have the nice bed and especially the best friend and the two restaurants here. So let's go with me for details and why it will be one of the best things will enhance your house. Let's go with me. You can see in front of my face this time will be the every best with the last week with the harmony, right? So what is the difference of the every best friend in here? Well, I want to tell you about the dimension point form of this measure to the to measure very carefully. It with the queen side and the king side two side is choosing. The queen side will be the 84.5 of length and the 63 of wide. However, the height is will be different. Will be the 37.6 of height. So as you see that, yeah, it's a little bit of height, but however, still suitable for a user to lay. You can see it's not so much high. So that's why when you lay on here, it's very easy for you to bow out of your back to lay on that front and very easy to enjoy, right? Moreover, yes, this queen size in here, you know how many pounds that the best friend in here can contain. Well, I want to say to you that it will be 800 pounds, will be the pound that our best friend in here can contain. Yeah, you're not hearing wrong. It means that 3 people or 4 people can lay in here. Chilling is still different. And more, if is coming, you will welcome yes, new members. You will be coming. I will recommend for you about the king side. So what about the king side? The king side will be the same of the length and the height. The length will be the 84.5 length and the height will be the 37.6 of height. It will be the same of the king side. But however, the wide will be different. The wide will be the 79.2. So that's why that the vision for 3 to 4 why we look at it. Yeah, even the user companies, I think that you if you welcome a lot of new babies, you can choosing about the king side. Because it can contact 4 to 5 broken legs sleeping for you. Yeah, is it right? You can see one side that leg on here, it's the eye and imagine if I have one. That's both and a child and in the middle. 3 people, 1 more leg on the queen side. Actually, not in the queen side from the different. Because the queen side and the king side will be contained about the same of the way we 800 pounds. Still great, huh? Yeah. Moreover, here's another sound. Very sturdy, right? It's very heavy because all of furniture in here we make 100% solid. We use about the acacia wood. This wood is so strong and stable and of course very sturdy enough to make modern furniture. You know, it's very a social wood, you know, very normal, it's very special. And the wood we make in here, we must to choose very carefully. We also have the FMC acacia wood for all of you just to make sure that we using the wood in here. It must be simple. It must be great and with wood, you know, it must be enough the age to make. We cannot use the wood that is still not enough, you know. Yeah, if it's too young, you using it's not to be sturdy enough, and of course it's very easy to break. However, with this thing, we make sure one of you, if you're using it break, we will have a warranty. Okay? We have 1 year warranty, 30 days to returns, and more 24/7 after service can do answer for you. So you don't need to worry anything. Yeah. The wood we make in here, we testing for 1,000 times, you know. It's made from acacia wood. This wood must be enough the old first. And then in the second, it's still not in here. We garden the wood, with polish, make beauty. So every time when you touch it on here, it's very smoothly and don't have a rough wood. Okay, it's not like rough wood. And moreover, we also drill a hole, rub the grill just to make it strong and sturdy enough. You see about the surface of this, right? Yeah, we use a lecture to cover all of these things just to make sure that when you watching this thing, or even though that if you drink a water on your back and you pour the water, it's gonna be damaged because the lecture is it prevent about the dampness, the moisture, is right. So because using about the wood, we you very scared about that. So mine can eat it, right? But don't worry. Because mine if you see the thing, then we shake the head. Cannot eating that thing and cannot be attacked. Moreover, the stroke we're using in here is very sturdy, you know. Yeah, we must measure everything of this, and we take care all our root very carefully. We thoughtfully from the step using all of the corner of the best frame, 4 corners in here. It's always been rounded. This, and the 4, and the football too. Let me show you later. You see, yeah, it's sturdy and it always be rounded. So if you hit on it, it cannot be hurt. Okay, you hit on it, it cannot be hurt for you. And moreover, not only about that on the handball, but the football in here, yeah, we drop it. So if you hit on it, you cannot be hurt on your child if they running or in accident. They kick on or even though they fall and hit on these things, you don't have to be afraid. Not like a normal steel best friend or a plastic best friend. You using all these things, yeah, all of the corner is still not be rounded and it's still straight, right? Moreover, that is very dangerous. You see, we totally understand we rounded all the corner and moreover, we also using just to measure all of our reference to make it suitable for all of the mattress. Even though you're using a normal mattress or you using you're using about a hybrid mattress or the electric mattress, yeah. A typical mattress using for this background is still the same. And of course, there's no spring needed. Because if you're using that for a long time, you will see it's still not be good at its using for, right? Yeah, you just only buy the mattress and put it in. That's all. That is the thing that you need to. And this thing is so strong and stable enough for you. It's fit for all the mattress you buy, right? You don't need to, so have that about what is the mattress will be suitable or will use for the mattress. Because the dimension, is very, it's very, typical for using for all of the mattress in here. And moreover, you see, I want to show you this thing. All of our best friends, we also attack with the instruction lines. This instruction is written for very clearly for the future to see. Yeah, for the corner in here. You see, we also have the four of the light. And moreover, in the between, we also have the 3 legs more. It will be the 7 legs. This leg in the between, it will be shown for you. So strong. Yeah. And of course, we also have the screw in here. That's to run it. Yeah. You can see in the pictures, right? Yeah. This drum is so strong and sturdy enough. Because it's 100% in a solid wood. It's not MDF in here. If you're using the MDF, for sure, it cannot contain about 800 pounds, right? Yeah, let me fold it for you to see. You see, the shower is very real. No MDF in. MDF, if you fold it like that, or even though you use it for a long time, it's very easy for you to be break. And moreover, it's bending every time. Right? It's good. If you're using the MDF, it's just like you're using the background plastic. Easy to be break and not be good. However, we make sure for the wood. Yeah, we make sure for all of these. Our product we using here, 100% is solid. No MDF, no veneer. Make sure it's will be the real wood. And moreover, we make it very easy to symbol for the future sun. You see, each of the steps in here, we also attack with the alphabet and moreover, we read the number with the attack everything. You reading on this thing in the first time, you will think that it's very easy. You will realize that it will be easy and how is it? Yeah. Each of this thing always have the number for you to shape. Yeah. Just take this thing for example, please. You see, each of the hole in here, we also drill a hole first, and then drill a hole. You just to make the drill is so strong, and then using that. We also attack with the number. You don't need to think about which step is first, which step is second. Okay? Take for example, please. You see, the base of it, we attack with this thing just to make sure all of you will be simple to using. And reading all of the instructions again. First time you will understand. Yeah, it's not a bit difficult like you see. You see all the background in here is so big, right? You guess how many times that you will take your sample this? 1 or 2 hours? No, it's not. Just only for 30 minutes. 30 minutes will be the time for you to assemble all of the frame like this. Yeah, and you see all of the structure in here, right? I and my colleague, my college last week, we just using and assemble all the things only for 1 day. Just 1 day to assemble all of the collection in here. Very great, and of course, super convenient. Each of the steps we also put in the instruction. And if you read in this thing and you still understand, don't worry. If you still wonder, you can go to our video store, and then we also have the all the video on there. You're watching this thing very carefully, and then you just copy exactly what they do. Don't worry, it's very easy. And if you still have any questions, you ask me after the service. We side by side 24/7 to acting all of your questions, and of course, we'll respond for you very fast and very quickly in a week. Okay. If you afraid that we are still not respond for you fast, you can contact with us. We also have a number contact in there for you. And yeah, we will answer for you. Your system only put on the top priority. Don't worry anything else. You see, in the best friend in here, if you still wonder that, oh, okay, the quality is good, I know it. But how about the design? Because the super, yeah, the product is must to have the four functions. First, must to be super quality and super beautiful, right? Okay, let's talk about the design. You see in here, we using the Art Deco combined with the mid-century and get a modern classic, yeah, the modern style combined with a little bit of classic style. So it's suitable for the old age. You see Art Deco combined with mid-century and a modern and a little bit of the classic. Yeah, 3 or 4 style this thing combined to make ours. So that's why every time you watch ours, yeah, it's very stunning, very modern for the first time you see, right? Very modern, and moreover, you put it every place in all side the house you want. It's different. If in your bedroom, yeah, you are the people who love about the technology. You can put it next to the furniture made by the technology. Still great. Okay, it's still stunning, and of course the color of it is so brighter. You see, when I put it next to the light, yeah, all like this. Or even though I sitting like this, it match with the blanket a little bit of cold. Get air dark so cold, but it's still warm when the first time you see. One of the best things, the best friend must bring for you. First about the feeling first. You still not watching on you still not laying on it, right? Still not laying on it. But if the first time you watch it, it's not bring for you the feeling oh, it's so warm. Yeah. And then when you're laying on, you will surely to feel that how great it is. So that's why I said that the color is so beautiful. And it brings for you the warm feeling like that. Just bring you and of course just like calming you laying on there sleeping. Yeah, not like a normal steel or plastic cannot have a charming like that. It's very cold for the first time you watch it. Even though all style of color they're using, yeah, it still cannot pretend that. The feeling that it brings for you about the healing of the soul is very true. Just only the wood can bring for you. And moreover, yeah, you see, the color is suitable for the old age. So if you're using that thing you use for your parents or even though you use for your child, they still using that thing still good. And of course, that still be great. Using their day by day, year by year, still be great. And moreover, this thing I want to make sure for you. If you're using that good, you don't need to be worried about that. It's not be good. Yeah, because that it can use it for more than 20 years, really small. If you're using it good and you take it more, yeah, 80 year or century it will, yeah, possible. You know, you see when I'm saying on here, I posting even though I turn around, I do all the style up in the best friend like that. It still be good and always be keep the friends like that. Not like normal plastic or steel. Yeah, the color is not good, however, the quality is not that good when you're using for a long time. Well, using in here, the color we using, yeah, we have the multicolor for you to choose. If you love about the walnut color, you can choose the sample just like us. This is the walnut color. It very much with all of the furniture when I put in here, right? Even though all the color I use it, yeah, it's still much with this. And moreover, how about that the mocha color? If you love a little bit of a dark, however, it's still warm, yeah, just like bring you gold glow with a natural, you can choosing about a mocha color. And if you're the people who love something a little bit of the woody style, you can choose about the caramel or the chocolate. In our store, we have the four color and moreover for the kids choosing. You can go there and watch it. And if you are the people who love something brighter, for example, you can choose about the off colors. Yeah, this color is brighter and bring for you just a feeling very warm when you first time you come in. All of our color in here, it can use it to combine all of the furniture in your house. Yeah, you can use it about a mocha color if in your room have multi furniture made by electric because the mocha color it just bring it it might be the thing just to bring your room to be special. That's why I said that we choosing and we thinking a lot of color in here for a long time. We combine with the Art Deco, and the Art Deco we must thinking, just 300 days. You're not getting wrong. 300 days just to choosing which color is suitable and which design it can match all of the style in the furniture in your house. So that's what I said, that you don't need to be worried that it will be out of that. You're using that for a gift for your child, or even though for you, or your grandma, your fathers, your parents still need great. Let's always keep the shape and according to the beauty design like this. Day by day and year by year, it's always be this. The durable of the quality and moreover the design is always stunning for the time you watch it. Moreover, not only you. The people coming to your house, or even though your family members coming, they watching it, they will be so surprised about that result. Yeah, about the result, right? And I said, it will have 4%. Super quality I set for you. And moreover, it's super design, right? Yeah, and the thing is what to be very important. The feeling and the truly it brings for you to go to sleep. Imagine after a tired day, you want to go to your room and just one laying on a bed frame sleeping. However, if your best friend is not good, when you lay on it, the headboard always be creaking or wobbling. Trust me, at my house, I using a bed frame always happen. It's very annoying, you know. Laying on everywhere, it's always happen. Don't just want to make you awake. Don't want to have a good sleep. Right? After a time day, you just want to go to sleep, but in your room, you still not comfortable with the bed frame you have. How could you can relate on this stress? It's true, right? And moreover, if you cannot relate on the stress, how could you have energy to keep working? You know, nowadays the people they are very tired with a lot of thousand jobs outside, especially because we always be forced in the rat race, and moreover, day by day just walking with a thousand. When we go back to your house, we just want to lay in bed and sleeping. If your best friend is good, it will bring for you the best moment. But if it's not, it will be gravity. So that's why I said, you using this best friend from the Emery, from ACACIA from us. For sure with you will never be regret. Because this thing I'm testing for you. Even though I do 1,000 times posting on it, I do for every place. It's always keeping. This is the thing that the plastic and the steel doesn't have for you. If you're using a steel plastic, the steel best friend, you will see. It's always we have the noise from the corner of the football and all on the headboard, right? Just that in your house. If you shake the headboard like this, you shake it like this. It don't have a noise. It will be good. But if it have a noise, this will be have a problem, right? Because you do a lot of noise in here. How can you have something? Imagine at 3 a.m. You lay on here and have a noise. See how terrible it is, right? Just like going to the horror movie. So scared. Even though when in the midnight, it's still not happen, but in the 3 a.m. it will happen. You have a problem, right? So that's why I said that when you're using that thing, you want to focus on the feeling for you and the quality it brings, right? Go to sleeping. Not only you, with the people very hard to go to sleep, they really need about a way just to sleeping, and moreover, this place is going to be peace and bring for the feeling just truly lay sleeping. But if laying on a bed frame is don't bring for it feeling, you should buy it. Don't use it more. For sure, we give a half of our life to lay on the bed frame sleeping, right? But if your sleep is not good, you will face a lot of problems just like blood pressure, even though that the heart rate and more things. So scared. Don't want to do that. So that's why I said this thing will bring for you and will be the solution for you to solve the problem. And moreover, super cheap. The number 40 will be the super cheap in here. You see, our product in here today we also have the best deal for you. But you want to be quick. Because that if you see the best deal and the super cheap like that, another will see this thing. But if you're not be fast, I'm afraid that another will take this chance for you. You will be super regret on it. Because we have only a few shampoo in our store, you know. We know that in the holidays coming, this is the time that you and a lot of people in your family will gather and of course they will drink and have a lunch together, right? We will need a space longer for the people in your family coming and the people sleeping. You cannot let them lay on the floor sleeping, no. Right? It's very cold, winter is coming. You let them lay on the bed frame. So but to make sure your bed frame is not good, especially for your parents. Your parents come and they lay on the bed frame if they be hurt back. Your bed frame is not good or they very hard to sleep. For sure with you that the bed frame cannot make them have a good sleep. They will wait all night and for the next day will be very tired. It will be terrible. So that's why that the best convenience and call it the best job for you just in front of the face. Yeah, I'm not telling lie for you. You see here, all of the instruction and more over. We tested it for 1,000 times. We and of course that our expert and our optician, we using a CC technology just to make all of the furniture like make it precise enough and every small step we using, we make this best frame. It's not big great. You using for 1,000 times for a long time, even though the small step of it must be precise now. Why? Because if it have a problem, for sure when you it will be all the best frame it will be worse. Imagine if you use about a plastic bed frame, right? You're using for 1 or 2 years, or even not for 5 years, you will see the big problem will be happen. First, if the summer or sometimes the weather is so hot, it's very easy to be melt. Wrong, yes, too right. And moreover, if it smell, the color it is using for you is bring for you not very hot. Yeah, not easy to be smell, because they're using a lot of chemical color. This color is easy to harm. This thing is not. We're using electros. We have about the quality, about the safe, and of course the certification about the quality of the for us. So you're using that thing, you don't need to be worried about the smell, okay? The color. The second, if you're using about the plastic background, very easy to be break. You're laying on it, you're toasting on it. For sure, when you 3 years, it break very easy. Yeah, you're laying, you're toasting, you're jumping, it easy to be break. However, if you're using about that, emery acacia wood, for sure you not. This best frame in here, you toasting hole. You see, I will let you show. Yeah. You see in the middle, right? It will have a lot of the wood frame in here. The wood frame in here, it can contain you and moreover. It can make sure if you laying, you sitting or even though you jumping on here, your child have a lot of energy, right? They jump on this bed frame, this cannot be break. This can contain 800 pounds, will make that more than 300 kilograms. How could it break? It's so strong and durable, it's not for you. So that's why you don't need to be afraid anything else about that. We tested it for 1,000 times and moreover, you see, the foot of the bed frame in here is made by 100% in a solid wood. No MDF in here. In any corner of the bed frame, yes, doesn't have. We are official store, So that's why that we choosing the product very carefully. And of course, we make sure it don't have any problem. Because if it have any problem, we cannot survive to this day. We in the market more than 10 years. If you compare the bed frame with the Chinese bed frame, also when you did think it's more better. Why? The Chinese bed frame now they just only using about plastic and a chemical. This thing very pollution. Yeah, it will be harmful to the environment. But our product very eco-friendly. We using 100% in the wood. And moreover, this wood is always enough the we have the FSC certificate about, acacia wood. Acacia wood is one of the best wood that you're using about furniture in our store and of course in our house today, right? So that's why you don't need to be afraid anything else about that. It's not about quality. No. Moreover, you see here is a grill, right? It's a grill. Yes, and that's thing for you. See, it's good enough and moreover, it doesn't have a scar. Our product in here, we using and we testing it for 1,000 times, It's very strong. We have the lacquer to cover prevent about the damage to modern termite. Yeah, so that's why the corrective, even though you try to make it have a scar, but it cannot be happen because the lacquer in here covers so good. Yeah, so you don't need to worry anything else about the product. It's not good or not because you using 100 to you here, it's not equal by one time you use it. Just using that, you will see that how great. For sure, you that if you buy this thing you using, you will be more love more than you using about a modern things. Imagine compare this thing with the modern best friend. What's that modern? You using this best friend. For sure, when you use it on a simple base, right? Yeah, maybe the first time if you watch it, you still not love it because you will focus on the modern best friend model. However, if you're using a modern bed frame for 1 or 2 or 3 years, because they are modern. Why? Because it cannot have a soul with it. In our bed frame, we make by wood for every time you touch it. You see the wood band and more overs that, the heart of the wood very clearly now. You're touching on it, you will see it clearly, just like the first time you're touching it, you hop on the first of it. You hop on the tree in your when you were a child. The first tree, and moreover, if you're using a lot of modern electric bed frame, for sure with you. If for 1 or 2 years, and it have no small problem in here, you cannot using a bed frame for a week. See, right? It's true. If it have a problem on a handball, for example, right, you must to fix this thing, and you will take a week to fix it. And how could you make sure that the money you get to fit this thing is more, it's more cheaper than the money you buy on the bed? Cannot make sure that, right? Because maybe this thing is so big. It's a small problem, but it's so big. For sure, when you fit this thing, it equal by the money you use to buy a new bed frame. Why do you want to take a lot of time with that? This thing you use it, for sure with you 20 years or more than 80 years, you still using that good. At my house, I still have the best friend like this thing, it's not my 100%, it's really good, and my grandma did it for me. I use it, they using that time for 20 years, maybe it's older than me. It's older than me. The best friend is so strong and still durable, just like new, That's why it will be the difference. You say about a simple, yet it's focused, the beauty of it is about the plastic. You using that thing is will be, suitable for the old age and more over. It never out of date. But you're using the modern background is a different story. You using the fossil with you 3 years, you want to be your database. Because the function is not be as good as it used to be. And it's very easy to be read. And if it's be read for useful with you, it's just only about a method background. Right? It's just about a method background fossil with you that don't have a soul. Every time you go to your house, you're touching on a handball you don't really want to lay because it's very cold. Especially in this time, it's freezing, right? It's very cold. You're touching on the steel, very freezing of your soul. How could you get lay in the bed frame so bad like that? The bad ideas. Okay? So if you need any assistance about our product, just asking us. We're very proud because our product in here we testing for 1,000 times and more over. We also, selling this thing for the cheapest and more super quality for you to use it. Our product in here we try to minimize our space. Each of the roller, if you take a look very carefully, we always have the food underneath it, you see. So that's why it always have about 6 to 7 inch for you to put on the many things in here. You can put about your valley, even though the small thing in here still be great. Minimize about the space for you, right? Super convenient. Don't need to think anything else about that. It cannot minimize about the space. Because the bed frame in here is suitable and for all of the room. We have two sizes to choosing the queen and the king size. I will remind again. The queen size will be the 84.5 range, and the 63 of wide and more over it will be the 37.6 of height. The king size is a little bit of bigger. The same on the length and the wide is different. It's same, but the difference will be the wide. The wide will be the 79.2 of wide. So suitable for the king size will be the 4 to 5 moves, and the queen size is 3 to 4 moves. Okay, so if you are thinking and you want to find something just to match with your bed frame, even though that's just using the type of clothes, or you want to use it to put it every place in your house, the living room, entertainment room, even though in your bedroom, maybe every place in your house. Well, the thing can contain the clothes from 4 to 5 to 6 people. I want to report you about how this 5% and 6%. Okay, let's go to town with me. And why I said that it very have the one of the meaningful. I want to remind you, this thing very meaningful and very useful for you to using for a long time. Let's know details. You see, on the surface and the more over. The first time I think about the design, right? You say about the design of the harmony and of course that the emery is so different. You see, which the emery, we combine about the mid-century and of course the art deco in here just to make our the very stunning and luxury when you're watching that, right? And the color is either water color, a little bit of the brown in here just to make your soul very warm, just one layer sleeping. However, the difference with the harmony in here is yet inspired from the Zen Garden collection. The Zen Garden collection, each of the cup in here, you see, every time you touch it, you will see clearly how our wood band and water the heart of wood. And each of the cup just make you have to smile like the waves try to hit each other. Very politely. Every time you're watching all of others, just like you are watching the TV. Yeah, you're watching a live show just already happened. So great, huh? And moreover, you can see each of the cup in here. I very love to touching this. One of the best things that the wood can do, however, that the plastic and the steel cannot do for you. You guess what is that? Yes, it can regulate about the temperature. That's why. It can regulate about the temperatures. How could I say that? Imagine, yes, if you're using about a steel resource in the summer, right? The outside is so hot. The heat in your room is day by day will be increased. And if it increases, especially the rollers from the raw in here, very easy to be stuck. Because that the steel will become bigger when it's with the heat, right? So that's why that it's very easy to be stuck when you want to pull it out and change the flow. Not easy for you just to pull and push the raw one out in it. So terrible. After a entire day, just want to pull and put it. But oh my god, it's over with stuff. You will be get angry. Cannot change so much. You cannot change the clothes. And moreover, imagine how about the windows like this time? With the windows like this time, if you come into the house and you're using about the pressure in here, it's made by steel. For so with you don't want to touch. It's so cold because it cannot regulate the temperature, you know. So freezing. It's the first time you're touching it, it's very freezing. Yeah, and of course the handle in here, even though the handle all of the corner it's never been grounded for you. Yeah, in accident, you hit on it. It's very easy to be hard for you. And moreover, you're a child, right? But this thing, we hopefully to route it all of the corner from our housing partners. So even though you're touching on it, or even though you hug it like me, it's so great for you and can regulate our temperatures. Yeah, the wood it can regulate our temperature. How good it can do? Yeah, it can know about the temperature outside and moreover regulate about the temperature in your body. Just to make every time you touching it, if you feel so cold, you touching it, it's very warm. And if you feel so hot, you touching on the wood, it's very cool. The difference, if you're touching on the wood or even though you go outside in the garden, you touch on a tree, you will see it very clearly, right? Yet the feeling is very special because it is a gift that the modern natural brick was. And moreover, the wood when likely like this is not only about the outside of our house. Moreover, if you look inside on each of the walls, you will see the wood very clearly. It's just like a movie and a movie show when you're watching on the walls. So lively and very stunning for every time you're watching. And you will never be get bored. Right? And we are totally not from only on the surface. Because even the surface in here, we very easy to retain about it. We can make it good, right? But inside, it must be good like the same for the surface. You see, we drown it not only for the surface, for the four corner of the rasa, moreover the inside, each of the corner in here, we also be grounded it. So if in accident, your child hit on it, or even though you hit on it, it cannot be cracked. And we also have the anti-tip overs about how to do. So it's very hard to be formed. Hey, take a look. You will see, even though that I put all of my body in here, you see, it's very hard to be formed because that we have an anti-tip overs. We also have a certification on a safety document before us, and moreover, that the quality of our certification that government give us. We tested it for 1,000 times and more. You see, not only about the quality, however, it's also minimized for the space when we rattle it. You see, it's a vertical shape, right? The vertical shape in here, it means that you can put in every place you want. Yeah, very great. I want to tell you about dimension of this. So if you want to measure or to put anywhere you want, okay? It will be the 26 of big, 15 of wide, and moreover will be the 35 high. So that's why you see the height in the just only for 35. It cannot be so much high or too much low. Because if it's too much low, for sure you cannot contain about the flow of 4 to 5 people in your family, right? Cannot be like that. And moreover, if it's too much high, you just only need to stand up like that and be right. Just like you jumping, right? We are not Michael Jordan, don't do that. Okay? We are just like here. You just on if it's too high, you must stand up on the chair and then put it. Very hard to take control. So that's why I said that this is the best side for you to choose. You can sitting like this, or even though that you can stand up and you can sit down. You using the pressure very easy. You put it for any style you want, and each of the roll in here very smoothly. Never be stuck for sure. You testing on how the time you will see. It's very good for you. And moreover, if you are a busy person, right? And just take for example for the real life. Okay, here for you want to watch on you want to put on your clothes when you stand up, easy. And moreover, if you be hurt back, you can put it and you put it very easy for you. See, because the high will cover it carefully. Even though you hurt back, you sit like this, you can put it too. Okay? Yeah, the real life already right now. And we hopefully from our production, yeah, we always have the instruction like this. This be of the instruction very clearly for step-by-step point of view. Just to we are stuck with the alphabet for you to understand. You will know exactly what is the first step and what is the second step. You don't need to count or predict any step of the alphabet. No, we are not predictor. Okay, yeah, we are just a sample. We are something for it. All of the comments thing we have done for you. Or you just only read the instruction like this. Yeah, this is the recipe for you to cook about the food or how many percent. Yeah, you see each of the number and the alphabet we attach in here for you. You read this thing very carefully, and moreover, each of the steps in here easy for you to understand. You see the alphabet and the number will also attach it. For example, but I want to take one of you about example. You see about get the number 2 in here, right? Yeah, we drill a hole. Or don't you just only just to run a drill it. Yeah, just take it for example, because it is a piece of the best friend. Take it for example. Yeah, we drill a hole, or you just only to create a drill and make it strong and steady enough. It always have a number for you. You don't need to predict anything else or watching only about a picture and a sample of thing. No, it's too hard, right? We try to focus on the symbol. And the symbol is mean that when you're using it must be great for you, and of course it will save your time. This thing you just need for 30 minutes to sample. See, very easy for you, super convenient. Not like a normal wrestler, even though that a plastic wrestler you're using, you still much time and more will still not be good for you. Right? And moreover, you can see after you can go to our store, you can read about a comment before you purchase. Because all the comment in there, yes, all our customers, they always rating for us about 4 or 5 stars. You reading all this is very truly a compliment. And after you purchase, yeah, you using that, even though you have a good feeling, your certification with this or not, please give us about a compliment. We always reading all this very carefully, and we make sure that we will day by day to play about our products and moreover our customer service too. Because we want you not only our customer more, but all of you, our family members, and moreover that our friends too. So that's why I said that we try to focus on this. If you feel happy, we will be feel happy. So don't worry. 24 more than 7 day by day, we will answer one of you if you still need that questions. And moreover, that will answer one of you quickly. Never walk alone, okay? We will always be here. Okay, so let's go about the detail of the column. We in here we have the wellness color for the children. Why we also using the wellness color? Because this color is very neutral. It's combined with all of the products and the furniture in here is very great. You don't need to be afraid about the color we're using in here with the color you're using. Because each color is always have a beautiful. Yes, it's always been matched with all the furniture in your house. And moreover, if you see about the pictures in the store, or even though you see about the videos in the live stream, for sure with you 100% after you purchase, the product sent to your hand is always be the same. No fake the picture or image in there, okay? No MDF or the thing in there doesn't have that. All of this thing is always true. Yes, we using it 100% in the solid. You see, this is a real, right? I testing that for a long time. I also with you the lecture we're using in here. Just to prevent about the damage of water, the mind, especially about the blood. So it cannot have a score even though you try to make all the things like that. It's never happen. That is a difference. If you using that thing for a steel wrestle for souvenir, you cannot do it. Because if you do that thing, yeah, it will be damage of all of your wrestles, right? And it cannot have you to enhance of your house. But this thing is not the difference. And moreover, that if you're using that thing for a long time, you will see that how love you get, how love you give for it, how big is it. Why is that? Imagine it is a gift that the parents give for you. You will be grateful with them, right? And you using that thing, if you keep it good, not for 20 years. You using that for your next generation is doing great. Yeah, you using that for a long time, day by day. You can use it for every day. Every time you watching that thing, you will remember about your parents. That is a priceless thing. The gift it takes for you, it will be worth if you're using that for a long time, right? And if you use it for a long time, you will see that thing is not only about the people, just like a friend in your family. You cannot replace it. That is a special thing. The thing that the modern thing, just like a phone or a PC or a laptop, I just cannot replace. Because if you're using that thing just only for souvenir, 5 years or more over, just only about that 5 years will be the longest. You will replace it. Why? Because it's out of date. You cannot get. We must look at the new, upgrade the new for what? Not because we want that. Just our job must. You must upgrade things just for your job, and of course it's not convenient for you to work in, right? So that's why you upgrade this thing, and day by day the old on the phone or the PC, the grandma gives for you, you will put in the store, and day by day you forget. Right? It is true. Yeah, we must fight with the true, and it will be happen like that. But this thing is not. You using that day by day, how could you forget it? Yeah, it's very hard to be have a problem, you know. And if I know, just unfortunately, everything in the world can be happen. But just if it has a small problem, it be break for somebody. All of you very easy to replace. It's different if you using about that the steel wrestle or plastic wrestle. Because if the steel wrestle, if it breaks, falls through with you, you just buy new. You cannot just replace anything else. Because how could you know about exactly what in the previous will be break, right? And how could you know that exactly where you can buy the thing to replace? However, our is different. If you know something, if you have a problem, ask it with us. Our customer service will get sent for you about the thing just to fix the thing. And moreover, if in one warranty, we still have 1 year warranty, remember? Yeah, if you're using time burn and have a problem, we check a new for you. 1 year warranty, don't worry. If you're using this thing for 20 days and you still not certification with it, return it. We have 30 days to return it. Yes, there is a difference when you're using ours and with the thing. And how about if you're using about for 5 years and have a problem? Oh, don't worry. Our customer service will be side by side with you. Yeah, we will answer all of your questions if you need us. And the special thing that the wood product can bring for you, it means that it's very easy for the user to find out something very easy to replace. You know? Not like steel or plastic. Because steel or plastic it is very pollution, so that's why that all of the thing is made. It's just just only in the one thing, only in the one shape in one frame. So that's why that it's very hard to to design or even know that just to find something to replace. Because if they replace something like this, it's very pollution. They cannot do that. They just make all of the furniture like this and then they sell it for you. And if it's ready to buy it, cannot save your money, right? But this thing is very eco-friendly. We design it, we make it, yeah, it's very harmful to the environment. So that's why each piece, the small piece, even though the screw in there, if it have a problem, yeah, just ask you. We will give you for you just to replace. Easy for you to use it, right? Okay. So now let's go to detail. It's more about the design and more about quantity, right? Yeah. So how about the Zen garden? The Zen garden in here. Why is that? When I get inspired, this. Yeah. You see, every time you're watching this, all of the cup in here, just like wave, just like hit each other, just like TV show, remember? And moreover, combine with the Zen garden collection, just bring for you the feeling, yeah, very truly. Like you will go to Japan and watching the TV show there. There's a special thing, and when you're watching our harmony collection, you will see, realize that which furniture is getting better. How many viruses, 6%, and less than over there? Yes, still get from how many? Still get 5% calculation. And well, I want to share with you about the firewalls. Which the firewall in here? You can content about the clothes of you and the baby clothes in here still be great. And if in your house you have the baby, I will give for you a big advice. Must to you about the food from the ACACIA. Why I said that? It's not because that's I'm telling you, but I said for you to use it. But okay, take a look for a little bit. You will see a wood made from acacia in here. If you're using about the tin containers, about the glove of baby clothes, or the dresser here for example, you're using about the plastic dresser, right? In the summer or in the hot day, it's very easy to be melted. For so when you're using for 5 years, you will see 3 to 5 years, you will see it melt. And moreover, the smell of it after it's melted so terrible. If you attack all of the clothes in your body, right? And if it attacks it, you smell this thing, it's very harmful to your lungs. Especially when in your families have a baby. They smell this thing, they feel they are very harmful, not good. Moreover, the plastic and the chemical always and the plastic and the steel always using about a chemical colors, but pollution. The way they make the pressures from the steel and plastic and the way they bending it is always pollution in the environment, not eco-friendly. This thing we using about the blackers and moreover the way we make this thing is different. We also have a certification about the safety equipment us. How about the steel and the plastic from the Chinese vessel can have for you like that? Cannot. Right. Because the way all of us know that it's very pollution. How could they have certification about the good quality? No, cannot. That's why this thing is different for you to use it. You put in here the clothes in the four drawers and the last drawer. You can put the valuable things like money or gold or shoes or something else like that. You can put it in and you use it. It's still great for you, right? Yeah, convenient for you to use it. And you just only put it in the last drawer. You put in your bedroom, lock the door, will be safe. Okay, so as I said, not only about I said for you about the quality, the design, right, and the whole that is very convenient. In here, because we make it from the minimize about space. We try to minimize our space, so that's why we use it for the vertical shape. Not only on the top in here the space, moreover on the middle, each of our in here we also have the small space in the middle, just to make sure that you can contain a small thing in there. You can contain about a small thing just like the small value, even though the small thing, your shoes, everything else like that. You can contain and minimize the space. Just make your house standing. Don't put all the things everywhere. It's not neat, okay? Oh, and moreover, you can record with a small book on the top like me. Small book in here, you can record it. And moreover, you can record with about the button on the small screen. If you pour the water in and the water is dropped into the raw in here, don't worry, it's get damage. It's not the MDF in. You will hear about the shower, right? The shower is very heavy. It's not like MDF. If you knock on the MDF, you will hear that the shower is very strange. And moreover, that if you're using about the MDF thing, they are mixed with the wood. Also, when you 3 years or 5 years, this will be red. Not because that will not keep it good, but the water put it in, or even though the sun is shining, it will make the MDF to be bending and have a curve, And if it's bending, it always makes this thing is bigger and very easy for every time you touch on it, it will be red. That thing is not be good. The MDF just to prevent all the mind, but the damage and of course the scratches like this, it cannot, the scratch like this cannot prevent. Out of this can. Okay, so if you want to find something about the pressure to contain a fire, people, I will recommend for you about the holiday fire stream. Our live stream today, especially in our video, we also have one of the best drive for you, but you must be a hurry. Because if you are not be a hurry or not, I will take the chat and you will be lost this chat. You say about a class today, right? you like, yeah, you watching on this video and in the live stream here. This is the best drive for you. Because when the live stream video end, I'm not much sure that the drive of this is still be happening or not. Or moreover, that in the live stream here, the video you're watching, yeah, if you're not in hurry, the new year coming, then the price will be changing you become the first drive, right? So that's why you will not a chance. The more the price you over watching on the live stream in the video already cheaper after you left for Tuesday or only maybe for 2 weeks right? Because this kind of change, the price will be changing so fast, and not smart people they will have a chance. We just only have a few items. Okay, so now if how about the sick Russian? Even your family have about 6 to 7 people. You cannot buy about a vertical shape in here, right? Because it's too small. It cannot fit for the sick people. I want to introduce for you about the harmony sick Russian. This harmony sick Russian in here. If you with the first you watching, if you with the different with the shape, right? This thing in a vertical shape and this thing in a rectangle shape. Yeah. So how about that answer? For you to easy to measure. It will be the 54 of the diff with the harmony sick Russians, yet the 16 of the wide and the 35 of the high. You see the 35 of the high, right? Very easy for the user to using and of course even though you sitting like that. This thing is so strong for you. You think it's so strong, right? Even though I sitting on this like that, it still be good for me to use it. You don't need to be worried about anything else. And moreover, you see about each drawer in here. We also divide. Yeah, this thing is the 3 on the left and the 3 on the right. So every time you put it, it's very easy for you. And the divide and the share, it's very easy. Very modern for nowadays. Because nowadays we using just only the 3 row on the left. If put all the things, it will be the vertical shape, not using. We try to make it become a rectangle for you to put in the living room and moreover in your entertainment room is living room. You put it next to your refrigerators or even though you put it beneath of the stair or you put it in next to the TV stand, that's to be great. Because this thing in here, we make it just to make sure it fit for all the furniture in your house. You combine with the modern things like TV or PC, still be great. Of course, it will be matching because the color we choose is very bright. We have a multicolor way to choosing. You see, we always using about walnut in here because walnut is one of the neutral color. But if you are the people love something in more brighter, you want it put next to below in the window, for example, like that. You want the shade shining, it's a bit, it shine and back on of your furniture is starting. I think you should choose about the off color. Because the off color is one of the color is very brighter. It's designed very sleek and elegant for you to choose. And moreover, if you are people love something about the wood style, first the design is so cool. However, that is still bring for you the warmth every time when you touch it. I would recommend for you choosing about a caramel or even the chocolate. Each of the color like this is very convenient and very suitable for you to using and moreover, it still be stunning and the design still be great for you to use, right? Yeah, and using this pressure from the harmony sick pressure. I want to remind you again that this thing very strong and sturdy. We make 100% in the solid, and we also have the anti-tip over. So that's why if you want to fold this thing, it's very important. But don't let your child climbing on it. Okay? The harmony sick pressure or the harmony pressure is do the same. Hard to be fold, but don't let your child climbing. Because if your child climbing, they will grab something so high like this. It will be fold and will be dangerous, right? So that's why just take, just be careful. If you use it nothing carefully, you can use it for a longer time. Yeah, and our products, if you're watching, you will see. We thoughtfully any step. From the step we choosing about the wood to make this. Each of the speed of the wood, we can using about rough wood, We're using the wood, but we choosing carefully. It's not the age. 4 to 10 to maybe that 4, 6, 10 and more than 20 years. It's not to be good enough to using about our. It's not very strong and stable to using. And moreover, we must have an MSC certificate about the wood. We cannot using about the normal wood or moreover, we cannot using the wood that's so bad to use. Right? It's not very strong, steady, and good enough for using. And you see about the hardware kit in here. We also attach with the hardware kit in the product. Yeah, all of our product we put on the thickness board, and this board is thick enough. So if in the delivery, if full, it cannot be read on ours. Yeah, so great, right? And moreover, our product we also attach for the water hardware kit. You don't need to buy anything else more. You don't need to go to any store just to buy the thing or buy each of the food. For sure, you don't really know which is really good, right? Yeah, and which really, yeah, really convenient. No, not like a normal wrestler nowadays. No. You see on a normal wrestler in the market, they never have a hard tip for you to attach. And moreover, don't be interested. All of you want to do already by yourself. And if you do it's not good for so we give it just only about the speed. But in our store, no. We are official store. We choosing very carefully, and if the step we must be decided very carefully, you know. Get the hardware kit in here. You see, we also attach with the number. Yeah. 1 to 10 and more. But just take it for example, we have using that thing to sample that. So that's why you said that you see that each of the grill in here, we attach it and we make it so strong and steady and good enough for you. Yeah, we also have the lab for you. Just if you need about a backup, you still have it. Okay? We always have a backup for you, so don't need to worry. If you are using that thing when you crack the grill and you fall, you crack it, don't worry, you still have the backup just to use it. Yeah, still always have the left. We count for a lot of time and make sure when you're using that, it's never be regret. Our product we're choosing because that you are the best, you know. We're very proud of because all of our we testing for 1,000 times and our expert, our officials thinking a lot of time. You know, we combine the how about the design? The design we combine with the mid-century and of course about the classic design. However, if you're watching carefully, it also has an art deco in it. Yeah, the art deco is mean that our artisan must be thinking about more than 300 days just to make the shape like that. Combine with each of the colors of in our store. Yeah, the walnut, the mocha, even though the oak, the caramel, or yeah, the chocolate. Each of the color like that. Combine with the design. It must be matched and using 4,000 times different. Yet using for 1,000 situation always be fit. You using that thing for 20 years, or even though that you using that for your age, or your grandma age, or even though your next generation is still be good. The sake of it is made to durable. Yeah, using not only for you for one time, you use it for one life. You buy the product one time, you use it for one life. Yeah, so it must be great like that. Don't need to do anything else or buy a lot of things and then you replace. No, save your money. The way you're using that thing just to make you focus on what is simple and what is the best thing you do. Right? In a restaurant area, you will see that you will put the quality. And of course, it's not be convenient for any situation. Yeah, even though you stand up like that, or even though you're sitting on the sofa, on put it next to the bed frame like me. Yeah, you use it, you put it. It still be great for you and convenient for you to use it. It's never be stuck. Not like a stereo, okay? Get the roller in here. Always very smooth for you to use it. Not like a stereo, it be stuck and then very hard to put it out to check those stuff. The plastic is cannot be melted. That's in a different way if you're using about harmony secret with the normal restaurant on the market. And I want to tell you a little bit about the design. I have told all of you that it's getting by from design collections, right? Yeah, with the harmony forest here, you can see each of the curve. It starts from the top of the right and on the middle of the left. Yeah, just trying to hit each other just to create about the lively show. But in here, yeah, you see in the middle, right? This board in here, just like a sun, try to bright, make all the things brighter, make brighter all of the sunshine for all of the world. Make it so warm, yeah, make you feeling very warm, and every time you touch it, you will feel truly and how lively and how amazing that the water natural drink was. The difference, yeah, we try to focus on this inspire and moreover. We want you watching this thing, you will see that how clearly and how lively our it is. It is one of the different things that if you're watching for another product on the market, it's never bring you the feeling for that. Very basic, right? Yeah, a normal thing furniture, market is very basic. But the basic in here, it don't have a soul. And moreover, yeah, the way it crafted, every time you touch it just over the NDF. For so when you're watching the wood on the market, just maybe 50% will be the NDF, 50% the wood. It's not big right like that. But this thing in here for so with you. If you find out that we have something in NDF, you can tell. Because I have told all of you 100% in the so strong study, right? The difference is strong and durable is not going to use it. You use that, you will see that how ready. The MDF, if you pour the water, it's very easy to bending or curve, but this thing is not. Our product, yeah, we also have the lacquer just to prevent about the dampness, the motor in combine. Very great. So that's why you see, even though I use the grill in here like that, I make it like this. It's never have a score. Yeah, it's never have. But you're using that with MDF or the steel wrestler, you use the how it's really different. Yeah, you will damage it. And you see, we're using on the handle, the handle steel. So when you're brushing on it, it's easy to put it out. So strong and durable for you to use. Very great, huh? You can design with the button on the books on the top or even though in the minute. You can use it to be my on the space, you want it. This thing is not only content about the clothes, or moreover, it can contain about the memories in your house. You take this thing from your grandma or your grandpa, you're using that for every day, for every year, more than 10 years, 20 years, or over this time. Every time you're watching these things, you will remember with your parents. This is a priceless thing, and it's more than any penny. Not like modern things nowadays. If you think you will be easy to forget. Okay, so if you want to find something is smaller, you can want to replace just like mini tables. I want to replace one here. If one of you want to recommend, this will be the nightstand of house. So what is the difference with the normal nightstand with the Audi nightstand? Yes, and why I said it can be you can see just like this. You see, all of our opinion, especially from the nightstand from Audi, it's so strong and steady, right? You get that how many pounds this thing it can contain. This thing just only for 30 pounds. But you get how many pounds that this thing can contain. It will be the 156 pounds. Yeah, 100. You're not hearing wrong. 155 pounds is the pound that I stand in contain. I can sitting on it, but they don't do as just my just a house. Okay, I'm just nothing for you, just to make sure that house sturdy and how it is. On the surface and edge of the corners, we also grounded it. You see, so that's why it is hit on it. Too strong. It's kind of hard. You're watching it very clearly. Right? Yet this thing always be grounded. And not only for the bottom on the surface, but inside it always be grounded. And the wood band clearly show for you inside or outside still be here. Touching on it, you will see that how cool it is and how lively. It's different with a normal nightstand you're using nowadays. Because a normal nightstand you're using on there, they never have a lively like that, and the design is not using like that. Moreover, this thing is so light, 30 pounds just to bring for everybody. I can listing it and bring for entertainment room, even though in the bathroom, or you put it next to the bathroom like this, or you put it every place, things. Because the weight is so light. And moreover, that if you're using that thing for a long time, it's overrated. You see, we have the two rolls, right? Two rolls in here, you can use it to contain the baby clothes, or even though the makeup things, or the small thing like the wallet, the lashes, or you use the socks or all of the watch, the valuable things in the cash or the gold and silver. Yeah, you can put all the things like this in the nice stand in here. Please don't put the plastic on the bed frame like this. Because if you put like this, you lay on the bed frame, for now maybe you easy to be pregnant. You break the plastic will be so that's why I don't do that. Just put it in here. Easy for you to find. And moreover, you put the water, the watching here, watching like this. Just all the small things. Be great, huh? The baby clothes is still be fit with it. Because this is 100% is good. Imagine if you in your house you have a pressure first. And you still what is the thing you need to make to content about maybe clothes? I think this thing will be. Wait, for sure. Listen, I'm not joking, for sure. Why? Two raw work in here. It's so big and so long enough. Yeah, you can put the baby clothes, you put a diaper in here and a baby clothes in here. So great. You can, and you know the baby because the baby after the morning always lay on the bed frame, right? So you put this next to the bed frame, easy to put it out and very fast to change the clothes for your baby. Moreover, all the things here make 100% no MDF. It's so strong and beautiful enough. And of course, that very eco-friendly. Not harm for the baby lungs because don't use a lot of chemical color. We use electric. This thing, we also have the certification about the quality over here for us. And moreover, our product is always be safe for you to use it. It's very eco-friendly. You watching it, you know, yeah. It's made by wood, 100% by ACACIA wood. Okay, this wood is good enough to make a lot of furniture, and moreover, you use it for 1,000 times it's over like that. Yet you use it for any situation, it's gonna be good. Your child will grow up with this thing, and when they mature, they will watching that thing. They can using it day by day, year by year. You just only this buy it for one time, you use it for one life. The difference, right? Not much product on the market now they can do that because they just want to focus on the warranty, right? Because you know when you buy a product on the market nowadays, after they are that amount of the warranty, for sure with you, yeah, it will be easy to be read. For example, like modern thing like TV, if they say with you that have a 1 year warranty, after you use it for 1 year, the TV will be read, or it will be have a problem. Yeah, they are setting up all these things. And you must buy the new. You cannot replace anything else because you're out of warranty. You cannot asking them anything else for. And our customer service will be quiet because that they must do that. They're the function that put they set up on the TV or other things nowadays. But the thing or not, for sure we use now. You using that for more than 20 years because you can watching on the in your house. Each of the furniture is made by the wood music. Right? You're using that thing for more than 10 years still be the same, but this thing we make by wood and we make sure you using it will be different. Moreover, the letters we using in here, yeah, you know, it's practical again with the time. Permanent. You using for every day, year by year, still be the same. And if you're afraid about the moisture, will be damaged, right? Yeah, a lot of people they will afraid about the moisture because the heat of the earth is coming too fast. Now they're changing too fast. But don't worry, this thing will be the first thing will be safe first. You must be worried about your modern thing like affordability. Because this thing, if you get the water, it will be easy. Just damn it. This thing is not. You pour the water in, it still be like this. And I said, if you can see this 9 minutes ago, remember? Yeah, you can eat things like this. You can put the dish on the breakfast in here. Or even though you can drink with the water. I'm sorry, you can drink with your friends in here. Yeah? You and if it pour the water in, you don't need to be afraid that it will be damaged. Drop the water inside, outside, still be great. And every year, maybe just for 1 or 2 years after you use it, if you want to clean it and make it don't have a dust more, I think you should buy it. Yeah, you use the towel, you make it clean and do this. No, we have dust more. So great for you to use. And moreover, that it's not depending by the MDF over here. Yeah, we are not combined with any MDF in here. Using the MDF is always make the furniture become so bad. But this thing, you use it, you will see that how great it's really different. Okay, so how about the design? I have told you about the quality, right? Yeah, let's go about the tower design. We have a multicolor for you first. The walnut color, the oak colors, and the caramel, and the chocolate color. Each of the color is almost the what you want to love to come out. If you love to matching, you can choose your watercolor like this. Here's a watercolor, right? Yeah, you want something brighter, you can choose your own color. You love something in mood style, you can choose your the caramel or the chocolate. It's up to you about your color or the furniture in your house. You can ask in customer service because they will give for you a best one. Don't worry, we will answer for you quickly. So it will be about color, right? You say about the design. We get inspired from the Zen Garden collection. And if you watch it carefully, you will see that each of the harmony collection in here is never be the same design. See? Yeah. We never have the same of the design. Which the harmony viruses. Yeah, each of the cup just like way each other. And with the harmony sequence. Yeah, on the spot, just like the sun strikes to reach all of the shining, yeah, for reader from the each of the rows. But in here, the harmony, yeah, nice step. The difference with it gonna always have a curve, right? Just like bring you go to the Walker Street. And every time you watching the thing, it's very lively, just like you're watching on a TV show. And every time you're watching that, you will feel that, oh, how lively. You will easy to go to the Walker Street, yet you go to sleep. You will see about a Zen garden collection. When you go to sleep, you will go to bed and you're watching this garden. We'll enjoy that moment. Yeah, the best feeling for you. Yeah, get inspired by that. You see the imaginary people is very popular. And that's why I said that you watching this thing every time you see that how lively. It's different with a normal thing when you're watching because it's very basic for you to use. And moreover, the color they make is not good. It all will be rough. This thing we choosing the wood carefully. The wood must be enough age and moreover we polish, make it beauty. Yeah, and of course we cannot using about a rock wood, you know. We using the wood, we choosing it very carefully and must be accept about the quality the government accept. Yeah, if the government accept, we will make the product. And then we craft it. Make it strong, beauty, and good for you to use it. Okay? So let's do the harmony nice stand in here. I want to do for you about the Elara nice stand. The difference of the harmony. So what is the difference? With the Elara nice stand in here, which design from a lot of the spot, you see each of the spot in here just like a bit. Yeah, just like a bit when you sing about music. Each of the bit is lively enough. And every time when you watch it, it's just like always be here. It always be moved. The difference of it, just my friend. The color and the design will be the same with the harmony. We still choosing about yet the watercolor. This color is very neutral. You put it in your room or in every place your house will be gray and holds that it can contain to 150 or 5 pounds. So you can decode with the small tree or button or the small thing outside that is in gray. Yeah, it's using just you can replace about mini tables or everything else like that. Still great for you. And of course, that the sound you hearing, or even though when you want to test it is for 1,000 times, it's always like that. It's still strong, durable, and good enough for you. The difference of the furniture we using and the furniture you use in your house is will be like this. The lacquer we using is very great. Yeah, prevent about the termites, of course, the damage, and everything else like that. So that's why I said that one of the best things our can bring for you is about that the quality and moreover the design must be beauty, right? It's strong, durable, and good enough for us to do. Nowadays, the people they just want to focus on something very important, right? You always want to buy the because I know the holiday is coming. This is one of the best time for all of you to have a time to go with your family members, with your friend, enjoy all of your time with them. So that's why you want to buy for them one of the best gifts for all of you. Yeah, for all of them always remember about you, right? Make sure about these things. That's why you always on any store just to watching and searching every any product is if you're thinking about a modern thing like a phone or a PC or anything else like that, or a tablet, for sure with you, that thing, okay, it's maybe modern. I'm gonna sell it because I'm still using that thing, right? But if you think this thing using for a long time, for sure it's not. All of you understand it, right? You using that thing just only for 5 years, 3 years, yeah, you will be replaced. And of course, if you replace it, you must look brand new and the old thing you just only put on the store. You cannot use the old for sending anyone else, right? Moreover, the if you sending and they cannot be used more because it's out there. day by day they will forget the gift. And if they forget the gift, how could they remember about the gift you give for them? Right? It's so true. But the thing when you use it for the best friend like this, or even though the nice stand or the restaurant, we using 100% in the furniture. Yeah, furniture in here. If by the solid, the wood we using is different with a normal wood. Because a normal wood, when you see it on any store or any brand, they say you is the wood. But how could you make sure that how many percent in there is wood? Because maybe they can use for 80% it could be wood and 20% could be the MDF or a deer, right? For sure do that. In here we make sure 100% in the solid wood. The difference. And you can testing this in your house. Do it right. You can testing that, and if you see that it's not true, you can return it. 30 days to return, right? Don't worry. And the stroke in here we're studying in good. You see, the best friend we using, yeah, every time, even though you watch it on live stream, you still see that it's a one. Right? It's matched with all of the dark blue blanket in here. And the color we're using about a brown color. This color very neutral. It will be stunning all of your mood. The best frame is 100% to make a good, not only about a head but every best frame you need to see about a stroke, right? The sound is different. Having, however, that is still have something very different. Make you very lovely and of course if you touching it, the clearly of a good band will be happening for you. I want to tell you about the dimension. If you still want to buy a frame in your house, I want to recommend for you to choosing your Emery best frame business. Because the price is super cheap. You can see in the live stream, especially in this video, if you buy this so quickly, you buy in the first time, you will see the price on the live stream always be cheaper than the price if you waiting for 2 to 3 days. Right? If you take a look, you will see the live stream price always be cheaper. Because we always have the best deal and a flash share. But if the live stream be the end, and you're not taking it chance fast or be quickly, you're waiting for 3 days or 4 days, maybe a quick boss, you come back to buy it, the price maybe will change. I don't really know because I don't adjust about the change the price. Right? So that's why that if you not be fast, you will regret it. Okay, focus on. Imagine if in your family you have 3 members. I think that the queen size here is the size for you. It will be the 84 or 5 of range, the 63 of Y, and more the 37.6 of Y. Sorry, 37.6 of high. You see that's so convenient for us just to lay on here and sleeping. You can see about the side. Even though I sit with it. You see it's suitable for 3 to 4 people can lay in. The small and of course the child laying in the middle. 2 to 3, 2 times, not 3. 2 will be the longest. Fit. 2 people laying on him. 2 be suitable to the right. 4 people laying on the queen side you pray for. And moreover, you guess how many times the best family can use it? I posting on this thing for 1,000 times. The best frame in here can contain 800 pounds. That's why that even though you're toasting on it, or if your child have a lot of energy, they laying on it, they chilling. They never get afraid about being friend. Not like plastic bed frame. You use a plastic bed frame, if you chill me, you will afraid to be friend for sure. But this thing is moreover, you see when I lay on a headboard like that, it never have a sound. You see, I put my back laying like this, it will never have a sound. But if you do like this in your house, in your bedroom you're using that time, for sure you always have a shower like this. It's more being have a shower, right? And it's when it's creaking or walking, it's not always being honest. And this thing will be, one of the worst things will make you lack of the sleep. It will be the noise. You cannot sleep on the bedroom always have a noise. You turn left, turn right, you do toasting, or you do something so strong on the bedroom, for example, like that. Right? You do all the time, you hear it have a sound. Also with you, you will get a compliment for the devil. Don't want to do that in the midnight, right? So that's why this thing is different for you. You choosing that, you buy this, you will see that how friend, how you put it. I'm telling lie. You see, I was testing for you for a lot of time. and 1,000 times. It's always we keep the same like that and always be quality like this. It's very strong and steady and good for the community. And moreover, if the new year is coming, you will welcome on a new members in your house. I think that the king size is one of the best of it. The king size will be the same with the queen size and of course about the length and the height. It will be the 8.5 length and height will be the 7. The 37.6 of height. But the wide is different. Remember, the queen size, the wide generally was 63. But the wide of the queen size is bigger, will be the 79.3. Sorry, 79.2 of the wide. Yeah? So that's why that 4 people to 5 people can lay sleeping. Small and a 2 child laying here sleeping is great. And if you want to buy the king size, just welcome for the people in your family coming and sleeping with you, it's great. I know the holiday is coming. Maybe you want your parents laying and sleeping with you when you still want a child. Do it great, right? Yeah. Remember about your childhood. Let them lay with you. You and 2 people laying on here, 3 or 4 adults can lay on a king size, still be great, still be suitable. You will be have a memory, best memory about your childhood with the feeling like that. Even though it's small, however, it's very priceless, right? You never, forget this moment, even though you are older. You will love the moment like this. Okay, and not only about the quality of it, as I said, contain to 800 pounds and good. Moreover, it can depend about the damage and water and the mind. We using the lectures in here just to prevent all this. All of our product, we also using the one lectures. And these lectures in here, it must be good and the quality is always be accepted by the owner. We cannot using about the normal or the thing is very bad with the lectures, right? And especially it cannot using about chemical color. The chemical color when you're using about for the plastic bed frame or the steel bed frame or the plastic or steel furniture is so worse. It's very pollution. We try to focus on the eco-friendly and the harmony with the environment. All the other 100% by wood, right? But it must be have enough wood. We cannot chew any wood outside, right? We cannot chew about that the wood is not enough age or the rock wood to bring for you to use it. No, if we use it, nothing, how can we make sure we can use it for a long time? Never. This thing is not enough about the age. There are 4 to 6 to 10 or more than this year that are using our furniture. You're using all of the wood and it will be enough age for it to use. And moreover, not only about quality, but we thoughtfully from the step we make all our products. You see, each of the corner in here, we always be rounded. So if in accident if we hit on it, it's never hurt because that is grounded for you. So to make sure that you hit on it, it's never hurt. And if your child jumping on that and they kick on the leg of the bed frame, or even though that they hit on a headboard, they cannot be hurt. We must to make sure that it must be safe for using. The footboard in here always covered, not like a steel or plastic we have to share, anything is not. And you see, if you watch carefully, the mattress is very fit, right? It's super fit for all of the bed frame we using. We using a normal mattress design, just a typical. But if you are using a hybrid mattress, or a elastic mattress, or a modern mattress you're using in your house, don't worry. This thing always be fit and always be great for you. You don't need to be worried anything else about that. This thing is not be fit for the mattress. Because the dimension we're using for all these things, we must take care of all the things and more. Of course, we're counting very carefully. Every time and every moment when we're using this thing, even though the step, I was purposely counting it and make it precise enough for you to use it. You put the mattress in all spring in place. Why I want to say that? Because you're using that thing for a long time, also you never happen yet. Never actually useful. And it will be all for the time and it will bring for you a bad experience. So that's why you just only need to bring the master and put in the house. But the mattress you want, you lay in here, you sleeping is different. Yeah, and if the people, yeah, don't want to have a lesson of loss, you can buy them. You can upgrade your bed frame is different. Why is that? Because imagine we also using a half of a life to lay on a bed frame sleeping, right? You sleep, you use a half of the time in your life to sleeping and half of play to rest. But if your bed frame is not good enough for you, for sure that you cannot sleep. And if you cannot sleep, you always be on the bad mood, and your mood always be angry with anyone else, which no reason. This thing is super bad. Moreover, you will also face a lot of problem things just like the blood pressure or even though the heart rate. Because if you're not sleep enough, yet you lack of sleep, you will know about the consequences, right? And this thing will lead you go to the bad thing in the world. Yeah, this way no one wants that. So that's what I said. Yeah, upgrade all of the best frame in your house is one of the best choice. Yeah, don't just focus on upgrade on the fashion shoes or even the fashion modern things just like a phone or anything like that. You upgrade all of the things in your house, but you not upgrade the way you go to sleep. This will be the worst. For sure you. The money you take for the best frame is bring to your house. It's more suitable than the money you take to buy a new phone. If you want to buy a new phone, yeah, for sure you use it. You get how many times you using that thing? 3 years, 5 years, yeah, it will be the new, right? But 3 or 5 years, it still will be new more. No, it's not. It will be old because the new style will be updated. You will change a lot of things. You will always be forced on the race like that. You break all of the things, but you just use for 3 to 5 years. It's not worth, right? But the best brand is the thing you must get to invest in. Invest is just to upgrade on your sleep. Because if you sleep enough, you have enough energy. Tomorrow you wake up, you will have full of the power. You can do all the things. You can climb the mountain, you can dig all of the water, everything. You can do all of the castle if you want. It's just only you have the energy, right? But if you don't have energy, you cannot do anything else. For sure, it is true. So that's why I said, don't invest a lot of things just like modern things like a phone or a fashion, clothes or even else like that. The thing you must invest just only your best friend. But you see, the money you see these things, yet the price when the live streaming is happening, it's just a few. If you see that price, yeah, it's basic. Okay, just take for equals. Take for equals little bit. If you will count the price that's which the time you use it. Imagine you buy the product just only with the price of that, and you're using for more than 50 years, 80 years. You think it's cheap or it's expensive? It's super cheap. Oh my god. The price you buy the new phone and PC it will be expensive. Using for 3 years or 5 years is not be good for you. But you're using to buy the bed frame like the every bed frame this time it's cheaper more than this. You're using this thing for a century, remember? Not only you but your next generation. So that's why please don't wonder. If you still have anything else about our products or still hesitate anything else, just asking us. We stay 24/7 to happy with you. And make sure that every time you need that one, we always side by side. Yeah, every time you need all of the top, we always put on of your assistant on the top of your right? We never leave on you alone. After you purchase all of our products, and end of the warranty for 1 year, you're using for 5 years, 10 years, you need anything to replace or you need something, even though the small thing you have a problem, asking us. We will happy to solve your problem. That's the thing that no brand in the market now that they can do. But we proud we can do it for you. Because we say all of you not like our customer, all of you is our friend, our family members. If you be happy, we will be happy. We really want about you will have the face with a smile on there after you use it others. Okay? So if you need any assistance, you ask with us. Moreover, you see, the food we using in here is still strong and dirty. Each of our dog in here, we're very proud of because we using this thing is so we testing for 1,000 times. It never have a problem. If it have a problem, yeah, you can return it. Once you want the 30 days to return, right? Usually, actually, just only for you use it about for 1 week to use it. If it have a problem or not. Because the furniture made by wood in here is very easy to watch. If it have a problem, return it. We always be here. Okay? So now, if you want to buy something just to match with your just to match with your best friend, I want to introduce for you about how this virus and how this is. Yeah, two Russia in here very convenient for the using and moreover super great. How good I said that? You see, what is the difference with the harmonic virus and harmonic sequence? Harmonic virus in here. Well, you see, so strong and durable, right? It's good for you to use it. Why is that? It will be focused on the vertical shape. Yet the harmonic virus in here, we focus on the vertical shape. So that's why that if you using that thing, you will see. It's very strong to me my way. You put it in the living room and the entertainment room, even though in your bedroom, every place in your house is still be great for you. And moreover, it's very strong. It's so strong and sturdy and good enough for you. I want to tell you about Amazon first, for just to measure it, right? It will be the 26 of the deep, 15 of the wide, and the 35 of the high. So that's why it cannot be super high or super slow. Because if it's too slow, yet you can imagine it cannot be content about the flow of the variable in here, right? But if it's too much high, you using that thing, yeah, for sure with you, it cannot be good. You using that thing is too high, you put it too hard for you. Right? It's too hard just to put it. You must to stand up on a chair and then, well, very easy to be fall. Dangerous for you. You fall, you will easy to break less and everything else like that. Because it's too high. But this thing in here, you see, the sign is designed just for us to stand up or sit down. You using all the things like this. It's already convenient for you. Yeah, and it's important. Wood is very easy. It's never be stuck. It's very smoothly enough. Not like a normal brusher you using nowadays. Very easy to be stuck or even know that. Very hard to be clean. Why is that? If you're using about a wood from another brand, you will see that they combine about with the MDF. Actually, that is the way that they cheat, the way that they cheat. They say with you that they make 100% in wood, but it's not. Just only for 80% in the wood. 20 again, it will be 20 left is only about MDF on the produce. And you use it for day by day. You will see it will be bending. Just a small bending, but however, it's not be beautiful. And if you use it that for a long time, for so with you this thing it can. Yeah? Just only you combine with MDF. You just only using for 10 years will be the longest. For sure, yeah, I will tell you all the truth. You combine with the thing like this, it will be bending for every time. You just only need to clean. Yeah, even though you take care of it carefully, right? You use the towel just to clean all the raw or each of the raw in here, just to make it never have a dust one. But the clean of the towel, you must drop it in the water, right? It still has water. It's very easy to get a damage. The evidence always had it. Yeah, it's very sensitive. But this thing is not. We're using the wood in here. The wood is so strong. The liquor we're using always prevent about dampness and the moisture for you. So if the moisture is changing, if the weather is changing, your room may have moisture. You don't want to worry anything else about make by the MDF in your house or the modern thing, okay? Because this thing is going to be safe. And moreover, it's still strong and good for the using for a long time. You use for 20 years or more overseas. We brought this thing to again at the time and moreover suitable for old age. You using that still be great. Your fathers, your mothers, your parents still be great. Or your child, when they was young, still they great grow up. They can use it. Yeah. This thing, we have the quality about the certification, yeah, and the government give us and the ACACIA certificate which the entity over. You see, I try to put all of the things, you see, yeah, I cut all of the body length, but very hard before because it has the entity over. Moreover, that don't let the child climbing even though I never said. But if they climb it and they fall that they grab each other thing they fall dangerous, right? So dangerous. So that's why just keep the things like it. Yeah, don't let the child climb it. You can record with the books or the small button like this thing, you can put it on the top of the surface. And on the surface here, oh, if you will take a look, you will see that we also be grounded, right? We always be grounded on the here. So that's why even though you need to be so strong, it's gonna hurt yourself. The different things. Yeah, you using with a normal thrusters or a normal furniture, it cannot do it for you. Because they just always focus on something, yeah, to make it not good. But they never think about your safety. And more, but they never care about how good you're using this bomb or not. They just want you buying our product and using for more and more, buy more and more. For sure, right? It was true. But in our store, we're not. We wrapped it all the things like this just to make sure when you use it, yeah, you buy one time, you use it for one life. The difference of us and them will be like this. Yes, and not only about the quality, as I said, you know, the instruction when we yeah assemble all of our products, we always have it. I want to say with you about the instruction of the harmony version. With the instruction from the harmony version, you see, yeah, it's so great, right? We are talking all of the alphabet in here. Each of the alphabet, we sample from the A to Z to one to over. So every time you watch all these things, you will see that how clearly it is. And of course that it makes for you to be sure when you're using a thing, you never be afraid that it's very hard to be used. No, it's not. This is really important. You just watching and of course you're using all the things, yeah, you sample all out of very easy. You don't need to be afraid that it's too hard for you. And moreover, you don't need to be afraid that every time you assemble all these things, you will be in trouble. You just only need all the things. Yeah, it's quite clean recipe for you to create. And if you still wonder, you can go to our video store. Okay? Go to the video store. We always have the full of the details, step by step, how to do this thing for you. You just only copy all the things, yeah, and do it. And if you still need any assistance, just ask your customer service. Okay, a customer service can call with you when you're doing this, and we will show for you which step is first, which step is second. So pray, not of the customer service in any brand to do this for us. Yes, but I make sure that out of customer service, they can do this for you. If you don't know, they can call with you and show you which step is first, which step is second. If you need to. Yeah, easy for you. Don't worry. And we always say 24 hours 7 and helping all of you. If you need any question or need any assistance, we always be here. We always try all of our best to helping all of you and make sure that all of your system overview the coverage. Yeah, the priority. You know, all of your experience is one of the best things valuable with us. Very valuable. Why? Because we reading all of the compliment when you put in our store very carefully. The 4 star, the 5 star, even though the 1 star or each of these things, we all read it. Yeah, and after we read it, we will try our best to upgrade all of our others and moreover after the service. Yeah, we never leave on you alone. We always update just day by day and make sure, yeah, we will doing better than the yesterday. And the thing we can do today, we will do. We don't let for tomorrow. So I hope all of you can do that too. You can see today the best ride we have. But please don't waiting for tomorrow. Because when you're on a live stream, you buy it. Always be cheaper than when you waiting for the live stream to end and you buy it. For sure you will do it like that. You buy on the live stream, we also have the best deal for you, right? But at the live stream in the end, maybe for 2 days more, I don't really know because I don't adjust about the price. But if the live stream in the end, maybe the price will be come back to the first price, or the price will be just for 2 days more. I don't know. And if you waiting till this day, maybe you will busy, right? Because holiday coming. Holiday coming, you must to repair a lot of things. the food and the code of play of how to welcome the guest coming to your house, a lot of things like that. Yeah, now you have the time to watching our live stream. But few days more, how could you make sure you will watching it, right? How could you make sure you will have the time to buy it? You will be forget and you will be forced on the thing. But still the time when you remember, maybe the price changes. So you will be regret a lot. So that's why please, if you see the chance, take it. Don't let it regret, okay? Okay. So now, if you want, if you want to buy something that matching with your furniture in your house, and you still not know which color is, let me give for you advice. You see, we also using also in a watercolor, right? This color is very neutral. Yeah, the walnut colors we using about for only furniture and signature and with your best friend in here. Or the next time over there, hopefully be the walnut color. Why? Because it is a neutral color. Matching with the TV, even though the refrigerators or animations, or even though you see, I sitting like this, yeah. Sorry, I stand up and next to it, it's already matching with the color. And this thing will make so different. Right? The different color we matching of this is not like a normal. But when you using about if you want something more brighter, for example, you can using what color and the deeply and call it a body style. You can using about the caramel or the chocolate is different. Because this color we using is about electric color, not like our chemical color when you using about plastic or steel. Because this thing when they make all the brushes or the furniture by the plastic steel, it's very pollution. I am the people very happy about pollution because it's not good for our house, right? And moreover, the chemicals, the chemical color they using is very harmful. How could you make sure you're using this thing for a long time? Yeah, it will be good for your health. It's never. It's very worse. And you use it for a long time. Example, you using the razor for a long time. You get your clothes attached with this smell. You smell it every day. For sure with you, you will be easy just to be hurt. Yeah, you cannot make sure. And if you smell, you'll be hurt on the gloves. How about your baby? Right? In the New Year's coming, you remember, you remember to have a baby. You put the baby clothes in here. You are afraid that the smell that will attack you and you will be hard to go to smell. How about your baby? They will be like that because they still small, they still not as strong as us. So that's why that you must take care of them very carefully. You let them using about the steel or about the plastic thing like this. Very harmful. Very this harmful to pollution. How could you make sure it's not harmful to the oil? You know about that, right? The chemical. Very bad things. So that's why using the thing like this, it's good for you. Good for the health of your baby. Yeah, very convenient for us. Just to bring every place. You put it in all of the clothes, you put in your house, in every place, in the living room, any place you get it very convenient for you. And moreover, this thing is not only about the content about the clothes, You're using about design and it still have something very beautiful. The design you can put the books on the top in here, on the surface on the top. Yeah, just like this. Or you can put about something like a button or the small tree. Yeah, put it on there. You can decor this thing. And in the business, we always have the small space you can put on the family or small thing in over there. This is great for you, huh? Okay. And the meaningful things I want to say to you, it means that it can contain, about the memories. Which is the memory I want to say? The memory in here that if you use the time with the people you love for example this thing, and you using that thing for year by year, day by day, you will see. Every time you're watching all the products like this, you always remember about your parents or the people that with you assemble this thing. So great, huh? Yeah, and this is a priceless moment, It's more than any penny, and nothing in the world can bring for you a moment like this. Just only you. Your eyes in the video always record about that feeling in the moment like that. But it must be reminded. And the remind will be the furniture like this. 100% the solid wood, the harmony dresser of the ACACIA. Okay, so now if in your families you want to find something bigger, yeah, you want to find something bigger because your family just only have 6 to 7 people. I think now how many 6 brushes in here is enough because it has a 6 drawer, right? 6 drawer in here can contain the clothes of the 6 to 7 people still break. You can put the baby clothes in here or your clothes in here still break. And the last of the drawers, yeah, you can put about the valuable thing like only the cash or the gold, the silver, everything like that. And you put it in your bedroom. You close the door, it will be safe. Okay, so one thing about the 6 brushes and the first you see about the different. The first will be the side. This thing in a vertical shape. These things, yeah, will be the rectangle shape. I want to tell you our dimension. It will the 54 the length, 16, yeah, of wide, and 25 of height. Okay, 20 high of the height. So that's why it's shorter a little bit more than that how the version here, but just a little bit. And this thing is so strong enough to contain 155 pounds. Yeah, the equal powers me. I'm sitting on it and you see, it's so strong, yeah, right? It's so strong enough. We make all this thing 100% in a solid wood, no MDF in it. So you sitting on it, you don't need to afraid to be wrecked. It's not like a plastic. Also, when you put on the plastic, you sitting it to be wrecked. Yeah, just nothing in your house, you will buy a new. If you buy a plastic, right? And the rest of my plastic, you cannot put a lot of flow in it. It's easy to be break not outside but inside too. It break at any time. And each of this thing you're using for 5 years you must replace it. Because the plastic area is easy to be melted. If it's too hot, it's easy to be melted. And if even though it's not too hot, you put it too cold or anything else, it's very easy to be break. Multi problem it will happen if you're using the thing it's not by wood. Also you, yeah, I'm not saying lie. You using in your house, you know, right? Yeah, the plastic like this thing you using not for a long time. You using that thing for a long time for sure with you it's going to be wrecked. It create for you to buy a new. You're not hearing wrong. The plastic and the steel it create for you to buy a new. You're using that thing for pollution, right? But it's not be good. You use for few months, for few time, you will rely on it. And the pollution it always keep going. It never be stopped. Because if you always buying, yeah, they will support this thing. The people buying, they will support that the pollution. And this thing will lead to the harm of the environment. But this thing is not. You using the rest of magma wood like this, yet we very eco-friendly. 100% is solid wood, so for sure. Yeah. You can go to our store, you can see that where in the place we take wood. And we using this ACACIA. This wood is good and of course that stable and strong enough to make about furniture. Yeah, you see all of the furniture we put in here, 100% we make just totally by ACACIA wood and the root of wood. This is a style of wood is very strong and good. You use it for a long time. According to enough age, it to be 4 to 6 and 10 and more than 20 years. It's not enough age for us to together. We cannot using another rock wood or the wood is not enough age because using that thing is not be strong and durable enough. And moreover, when you using that thing, you will see not only about for the brushes. The rest of in here we using, yeah. It's also locked enough. My hand is about, you see, about for more than 20 centimeters. Take example for my hand, just measure for you. You see, each of the row in here is locked enough. Just, yeah, nearly same with my hand. You can contain the cloth in here. Yeah, and of course, very easy for you to use. Okay? You put the cloth in and you put it very easy. If it decided for you to stand up or you sit down, you still use it. You put it next to the sofa and you wrap this thing, you wrap on the handle like this. The handle made by steel. You wrap, you put it. Yeah, easy for you to use. And moreover, you put your clothes in here. You will touch all of the wood bed. The wood bed is very clearly enough. It is slightly not just like watching on the TV show. The different, yeah, this is the gift that the modern will give for us. Every time you're using the wood like this, Yeah, you will see it's still lively, still in your house. And it have the soul. The solenoid means that it can regulate our temperature for you. The thing that the plastic on the steel cannot do. If outside cold, you go to your house, you want to change the clothes, you touching on the wrestler like this, it will warm yourself, make you feel so yeah so warm. And if outside hot, you touch, you will feel that it's cold. Yeah, that the wood it can regulate our temperature because it takes the temperature in your house, in outside, and of course that in your body when you hit on it, when you touch it, you will see. You have a tree on the garden, you will see that house back so that the mother doesn't give us like that. Yeah, I'm not telling that for you. You just try it, you will see it very clearly. And this is exactly that the moment that I want to bring for our to it will be have the same with that. And the instruction we all attach anything. You don't need to buy anything about the hardware kit like this, right? The hardware kit in here, we have attached for we thoughtfully from the step we choosing the wood to the step we packing it, we packing all of our product in here in the thickest board. And this board is thick enough when the delivery it is always cannot be break anything else. It cannot be have a problem. And this thing is 100% so that who can really break, right? It's too strong. But if in accident, it break. And when you are after you purchase, you take in your hand, you see it, return it for us. Okay, we will change for you a very fast and simple way. You order this thing just only for few days. You will take it in your house, in your hand. And you see on a live stream in the video in any store, the picture in our store, it will be exactly with the picture sign. The outside when you watch it, it will be exactly like it. Okay, it's not be fake anything else. No MDF or of course nothing combined with this thing. Will be 100% possible. And remember, all of you will have 1 year warranties and 30 days returns. So you don't need to be afraid anything else about our product is not good. And moreover, that we will stay 24 by 7 happy. Now, outside, yeah, all of you as fast as possible. Okay. So if you want to find something smaller, you can buy about a nightstand for Harmony nightstand over there. This Harmony nightstand is so strong, durable, and good for you. And as I said, we also attach with the hardware kit for you. And we have the full of the number that attach from the A to Z and the one to open. For all of you when you are watching these things, yeah, you don't need to be afraid that don't know which number you first set. Don't need to do that because that we also attach the number for you. And when you using our product, you will see that it's very easy to understand. And moreover, step by step in here, yeah, it's very easy to show for you. Let me show you. Yeah, because 100, the thing you hearing nothing go about one time you see. You see, we attach all of these things, which from the A to Z and the one to all, right? This thing every step always count the number. Always count the number. You're not even wrong. So you will know what step in the first and what step in the second. Not only on the order. Just take for example this, right? Let this thing for example. You will see. Yes, this is the number 2 over there. And the hardware kit, if you watch it, it still have the number for you. You don't need to go to any store to buy the hardware kit like this. Because how could you make sure that withdraw offer for you? Or you just only how could you make sure that you go to another store, you buy the hardware kit and you be fit with the whole like that? No, it's not right. So that's why we always adjust and attack with the number like this. You just only watching on this. And with thoughtfully, after you assemble all this, you always have the left like this. The back for you. Because if in the time you assemble, maybe you will break it like that, or you lost this thing, you will still have the left just to replace. Okay? So don't worry. Yeah, we count for any time and any situation for you to use it. And each of the steps like this, we always count with the number. You see the 9 step over there, just only need for the 9 step. 9 steps to attach. Easy for you. Super simple for attack on the thing and put a sample on this unit for 20 minutes. Not hearing wrong. All the little thing for a few units for 20 minutes to sample. Just like you do a Lego when you was a young. And if you with your child to sample all these things, will be have the best of the memories. Your child will be love it. Because that the boys and of course the child very lovely about the words. Yeah, we will try to practice to assemble all these things. And they will asking you a lot of questions. You will have the best time with your child to assemble this thing and music. Yeah, and this thing is so strong that you don't want for it. You can use it that to replace about the vegetables. And then you put about over there. If you pour water in, you don't need to be afraid about this. We got adapters for waters. And moreover, yet we also have the two drawers. Each of the drawer in here is large enough to contain about a pack of things, or even though you put your glasses, yeah, your watch, your wallet, each of the things are like that. You put it in, it still be great as a book. Okay? Convenient to use it. You don't need to be afraid anything outside, or if you put it outside or you put on your best friend like this, you will be very hard to watching it, right? And for example, if you yeah, might be like me, okay? So I'm a little bit more heavy. You very hard to see. And if you sleep, if you lay on it, you turn the light off, you lay on it, might be like me, also very hard to see. You lay it very easy to break up the light darkness. But you put it in here, in the wall, in the restroom. Yeah, you don't need to be afraid anything else that or it will be break or very hard to find. Because you will know what exactly and where exactly the thing you need to find ways. Moreover, yeah, you can use it up to yeah to put about maybe clothes or maybe things maybe dusty. Yeah, in the last you put about that the wrappers on the top you put about the glow of maybe. So this is because when you have a baby, you always put the baby on the family. Yeah, you want to put the baby glow in some way in here. Just easy to grab. You can put it here. Put is easy to replace. Yeah, and more sorry, put it very easy to use. Each of the rows you can define which rower is for wrapper and glow and which is for the new yeah, yeah, the bottle for baby drinking. Anything else that is suitable. Yeah, and moreover, this thing is 100% is wood, so it's not be harm for your baby. We using a lacquer, and this lacquer is a color very convenient for us to use it. And of course, that we're using for a long time, you will see that how great it is. It's not be harmful, and of course, it's not be bad for the health of the child. Each of the corner in here, we also yeah cover this thing. See, we also cover and ground it on this just to make sure every time if you hit on it, it cannot be hurt. It cannot be hurt if you hit on the each and moreover, the surface on it yeah, it always yeah, you never be gonna be afraid to be hit by the mine. The termite cannot buy this thing. Yeah, you can use it. You put this thing for every place in your house. Yeah, in the living room, or even though you put it next to the nice TV stand. You put it next to the TV stand. You can decor on the surface with a button or small box or something else like that is great for you to use. Moreover, not only the surface outside in life, but if you're watching inside, you will see the wood very clear. The wood very clearly enough for all of you just to watching not only outside the inside still be great. Yes, and this is a harmony question as I said. It's getting by for the same dollar question to bring for you the feeling should be how it happens. The next will be the LRM nice stand. The LRM nice stand it will be have the same with the harmony. Can contain to 155 pounds and it's just only for 20 pounds so to bring for every place to one and more overs. You see each of the LRM in here. The design is always have a spot. And this spot you can imagine for you about it, the lightly, yeah, the lightly is for the music. We combine our article with the business green and plastic design. Yeah, just to make our product be suitable for the old age and very something never be out there. Never be out there. So that's why you use it for the old age, it be great. Your child, your grandma, or you using still be great with it. It always keep the shape like that and the is very luxury for every time you watch. Yeah, very elegant for the design and of course very sleek enough for you to put next to any furniture to adjust. So great, huh? Three functions for you to use it. You use it for a small table to bring in, have a breakfast in here. Yeah, and if you want worry, don't worry about that. We have a lecture of course. Okay? So if you need any assistance, asking us. Because that on the live stream just only for a few minutes more will be end. So if you need any assistance, just asking us. We always side by side with you and helping on you as fast as possible. And remember, 1 year warranty and 30 days returns. And of course, we always stay 24 minutes to help you. Okay, now because the live stream not to be the end. So thank you everyone for coming and watching with me to this time.